A stager.
Females.
Oh. Penis. Gorgeous. Carbon fiber. Stolen. Insane. Valkyrie.
Game point.
George. Boosted. Manifold. Yellow. Legato. Rotary.
Madness.
Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to the NEC in Birmingham for Autosport International. Now, this car park historically is known for being rather expensive to park for the day. My memory tells me it was about £12.50. Oh look, a stager with a turquoise boot. But it's £16.95, £17 to park to go to a car show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my money's worth and I'm going to walk through the car park rather than take the free shuttle bus to see what cars I can spot, such as the stager. It's a bit windy though. PopBangColour has invited me down, so I'm going to have a look at his stand and some of his artwork on display today and then see what else there is. Normally, well not normally, but in the past you get a lot of models at Autosport. And I don't just mean car models like the Cayman GT4 718, I mean fancy females. So that was going back a few years ago. These days it's probably not quite as PC, so we'll see what we can see. I also saw a Liberty Walk trailer going the other way, so Liberty Walk might be here. We don't know.
We have a matte black C63 coupe. Number plate has been deleted.
For 17 quid I was expecting more, but what else I do have to help out is my Lord's timepiece, who have sponsored today's video.
And you can select your Lord timepiece at the link below using my code ADAMC for 10% off your order. Oh, there is a golf-wrapped caddy with the aero disc wheels on the front.
There's a GTR, and it's pretty much that. So I'm going to meet PopBangColour and then see what else is in the show. Here we are inside the NEC at the PopBangColour stand with Mark McCann's SVJ. And the reason I'm here is because you can actually win a custom drawing of your car with BG giveaway. So I've joined them and there's links below as well for that. So you can have your car drawn by PopBangColour. This gets you a mug, stickers of your car and the original artwork. So
that's why I'm here, to announce that. Competition ends soon, all details are below. My cars have been drawn. There's the Cobra there, the MG's there. We've also got my 350Z here as well as a sticker, so you get your car drawn if you win the competition. Very cheap to enter. I think there's a mug. Oh, there's my 350Z on a mug.
So we haven't yet had my chaser drawn by PopBangColour, but I'm going to wait till I've maybe tweaked it a little bit because the car's going to be ready for Adam C Fest on the 1st of May. So I'm going to modify it a little bit for my show and then I'll get Ian to draw the chaser in its completed form.
Oh good, a delightful individual has drawn a to-scale penis. It's about as big as his on Mark's Aventador.
But behind the PopBangColour stand we have the GTR Owners Club,
starting off with this gorgeous black R34. This one is a GTT, not a GTR, but it does have the Z-Tune body kit on it, as well as the GTR rear spoiler. But as you can see, there are quite a few other GTRs in the area. Lots of 33s, a 34 no spec, apparently, V-spec R33, R32 GTR, and a Datsun Z as well. This is a very heavily modified 240Z from 1972. We've got carbon fiber on the splitter, the arches around the headlights as well. Talking of carbon fiber, this R33 GTR shares a lot of that too, again with similar arches to the 34 next to it. And you may have noticed this sparkly yellow R33. It is a 30th anniversary and it does have probably the largest turbo of all of the Skylines at this section. That is crazy. I'm not sure how much power it's running. I haven't found a fact file yet, but look, they even had to cut a hole in the bonnet to fit the turbo in. Whereas for comparison, this R33 GTR has a more regular turbo setup visually, but it does have 600 horsepower. And we have another RB26, but this time in a Subaru. Now I've got to be a little bit careful with the copyrighted music being played, but this is the Cream Development stand with their lineup of R35 GTRs, including this one behind the police line, do not cross. This car was stolen very recently and they went on a search to find it and they found found it in an underground car park. So that is why it's been presented in this stage. It's had a lot ripped out the inside of it whilst it was stolen. You can see what they've done. They've absolutely ripped it apart inside. But outside, it's got a little bit of damage down there. I think the wheels were curbed slightly, but they're fortunate in that the outside of the car, and I believe the engine, I'm not entirely sure, has not been touched, but they have demolished the inside of this R35 due to the fact that it was stolen. But it's amazing that they've managed to find the car, track it down. The power of social media brought this car back, and it's here with Cream Developments to be rebuilt once again, just like some of the other R35s that are in the lineup. These are some of the most crazy and modified cars in the country. I've known the guys at Cream Developments for many years, and they've just turned the music off. They've got a few of their girls out the front. I think they're ready to do some filming. They've got the wide body carbon fiber R35 GTR, and they even have a Maserati MC20, maybe ready to undergo a bit of a Cream Developments treatment. We've got the Huracan twin turbo on display, golden turbos and exhaust at the back of that. Take a look at that. That is absolutely insane. 12 octs. We've got their wide body Cayman. We've got another R35 Ferrari 488, which is on the floor, similar to the 355. That is one of their own cars. And look, another twin turbo Lamborghini Huracan. Another Huracan down there. They've got the Audi R8 wide body on the turntable. That is the maddest Audi R8 I have ever seen. I've never seen a wide arched R8, especially of that generation, and it is a Spider as well, finished in a satin, almost colour flip, bronzy pink effect. I'm sure there's a proper name for this wrap. That is unbelievable. Wide arches, proper wide arches on the Audi R8. Take a look at that. And they make all these kits themselves, Cream Developments. They are their own fabrications. And another wide arch creation on the Cream Development stand is this AMG GT with more bolt-on arches. But after a little go on scale electrics, which I wasn't very good at, I found the Cannon Run stand with Zach's Koenigsegg Regera, amongst others. We've got the SF90, BMW M3 Competition, and the Koenigsegg is parked next to his Lamborghini Countach 2 and an AMG GT. And opposite the Cannon Run stand is Petrol Hedonism's Porsche Cayman, next to a pink Huracan Performante. A lot of forged carbon and various details around this. But this, as you may have noticed, is the modified hall. So there's a lot of modified cars. It's mainly a race car show, so I'm going to go into the race car hall and see what modified cars I can find in the race car hall, because there will be some. I have found the Cobras, however. Total Head Turners seem to frequent every event that I go to, with all of their Cobras and Countach replicas for sale. Oh wow, just the engines of the race car hall, we have a couple of supercars, the 812 Competizione and the new Aston Martin V12 Vantage, and some model cars that I will undoubtedly spend half an hour looking at. But here in the race car hall, we have a red carpet, which is displaying 3 Ford GT40s replicating the Le Mans cars from 1966. The race cars so far consist of a Marlboro liveried ST, which I actually really like, and a Focus with a number plate that's hanging off. I don't think we've quite found the race cars yet. TT's over there. Oh, there we go. We have some off-roading buggies. Again, not quite a race car per se, but we've got the new electric vehicle from Ariel that made the Atom, next door to a Formula E car as well. Let's move away from the electricity because you don't like it. Ah, that's more like it. The 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12 of the Aston Martin Valkyrie. But I've now found the GTR once again, and a rather famous police officer, I think. So Owen has joined me, and you're very heavily involved in the car scene, and myself as well. We see a lot of police officers around, but would you care to tell the audience exactly what you're here to do and what you do with George to educate and, well, I'll let you do the talking.
Yes, so for those that don't know me, I'm Sergeant Owen Messenger from Devon and Cornwall Police, and today I'm up here with our Focus RS, and hopefully you'll get in your video.
Absolutely,
as well.
I'm just about to go see that.
Yeah, but we work on George's car media, and what we're trying to do is bridge that gap between the car community and the police.
Yeah.
So we're trying to give you, the knowledge that you might not get from elsewhere about about maybe the legalities of some of the modifications that you're doing, and just give you helpful advice and tips and things to keep you safe on the road and stop you getting fines.
Yes,
Big thing.
that's the key thing. So it's with all your guys' interests at heart. Hopefully this will spread around the country. It already has done. I mean, TikTok views are booming for you, I've noticed.
Absolutely, about 30 million a month, I think, at the moment.
It's great to see the combination of the two, and I'm sure you'll be able to let me know what you think of it in the comments. So thank you very much for featuring, and I look forward to seeing more of yourself and George online.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
And whilst we're here, a little bit more about the story of this car. You can see a bit more damage there. So the reason they stripped the interior is they were looking for a tracker on the car, and Owen and George have done a lot about trackers on cars,
And due to the vast social media following of Cream Developments, they made it too hot to handle, literally too hot to handle. So the people who stole this car left it in the car park, doors open and everything, for it to be found again, because they realised they were not going to be able to find the tracker because it was very, very well hidden. They weren't going to get away with it, and that is why it is back with its owner, due to trackers and the power of social media.
Hi, that's Adam C.
But I am back in the red room, the race car room, and this is not a race car, this is a police Focus RS. We have George from George's Car Media to tell you a little story about this car.
Now guys, I'll keep this really brief. When we weren't filming, off camera, Owen took this police car after having installed loads of modifications and somehow ended up in a flood. The water went over the bonnet, and then for the week afterwards we were having all kinds of alarm issues. I think it was probably his fault, but needless to say, it's a really, really cool car, so hopefully you guys agree too. But it's been for a swim with a policeman.
Been through, not Rutherford, but something, so that's appropriate. But this is the world famous now Focus RS police car. Almost world famous. TikTok, YouTube, that is where they publish their content. But now it's time to find some race cars.
Ah, here we go, that's more like it. We have Steve Bagsy's LSX powered boosted Nissan GTR with the Liberty Walk kit, which is just down from his Nissan Navara drift car that has the engine that the GTR should have. It's got the R35 twin turbo V6 in the Navara. That's also next door to a Lamborghini Huracan and a E92, also with a LSX V8. Take a look at that manifold. But around the corner, I'm being distracted by another R34, this yellow R34 GTR, which has the legitimate number plate R34 GTR. We've got the midnight purple R33 GTR just down from it, with a few R35s as well. Opposite we have a NASCAR section. Oh look, more GTRs. Got the R32 white on white. That is gorgeous, that midnight purple 33. I'm trying to find the race cars. I'm getting distracted by Liberty Walk GTRs. I mean, it's got a almost Golf inspired bag, so that's kind of racy. The C110. It's a bit of a YouTubers ensemble here. We got Mr. JWW's DBS, his Senna, his Cayman GT4, and himself down the end chatting to people, loving the colour schemes on this collection of cars. And just a bit randomly, we got Max Verstappen's Red Bull racing car, we've got the Alpine and the Aston Martin too. But I think I'm more in love with this BRM because rather than hybrid V6s, this has a V16.
And off camera I just did a very audible gasp because it's a replica, but
A replica of the Mark IV Ford GT40, as well as a replica of the Aston Martin DB4 Zagato. Oh, there we go, back to normality. An S14 and a Porsche made out of old rusty tools. I'm going to call you Naomi. There's a Corvette drift car. It's got a rotary. Next up we have this SC V8 Jaguar S-Type, who is right wheeling the world. And also following similar themes we see at car meets, we've got a Honda NSX with an anime girl on its bonnet, and down the side I'm going to call her Clarence. Her actual name is Suki, as many of you have probably pointed out to me. It's a K22 turbocharged Honda NSX.
But the day has come to a close here at Autosport International at the NEC, so I hope you enjoyed that video trying to look at race cars. We're getting distracted by all of the modified cars and the Cobras and GT40s that were here. So follow me on Instagram for the updates, highlights and pictures that I take here, and all the links for everything I've mentioned in this video are down below. PopBangColour, Law Timepieces and Adam Seafest on Bank Holiday Monday, the 1st of May this year. It's going to be a madness, as people like to say. Oh, I can't get out. Thanks for watching.